This is the Weekly News. Hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Thomas, in New York, New York. There's so much happening in today's world, it is vital that you watch the news at least once a week. It's that time for our segment called Fun with Vocabulary with our reporter, Tom G. Hey, Tom G, where are you this week? Hi, Thomas. I'm in Paris researching our word for this week. I took a super economy plane ride from London, but they neglected to tell me until the end why it was so cheap. They don't actually have permission to land in Paris, so they force you to skydive down to the city. So they strapped me to this guy named Nate who had the parachute. I sure gave Nate an earful of my best swear words. We did get near the Eiffel Tower, and I'm glad we avoided getting impaled. Okay, now to our new word. It is bombinate. I feel like they bombinated me out of that plane. Actually, bombinate has a different meaning. Do you want to take a guess, Thomas? Bombinate. Well, since I didn't guess last week, I'll give it a try now, using it in a sentence. You know, I've been telling you that my neighbor keeps blowing his leaves into my lawn, and I've just had enough. So I told him if he does it one more time, I'm going to bombinate the heck out of his vegetable garden. Am I close? Let's hear your full report. You're about as close as I was, which was not close at all. Bombinate is a verb, like we thought. It can also be turned into an adjective or a noun. Bombinate means to make a humming or buzzing noise. The person who came up with the word in the 1550s was Francois Rabelais here in Paris. Francois was a satirist and humorist, but also a physician, humanist, monk, and Greek scholar. He had a taste for wine and games, and he liked to write bawdy jokes and songs. Sounds like the kind of guy I would have liked to hang out with back in the day. I read one of his quotes that sounds like a good description of our world today. He said, "There are more fools than wise men in all societies, and the larger party always gains the upper hand." Man, that's pretty deep. Anyway, he introduced bombinate in a satirical piece about the Latin language. I'll use it in a couple of sentences. The bombinating of the bees grew louder and louder as we got closer to their hive. And then we got stung and had to go to the hospital. Another example. After complaining for hours, his voice just sounded like a bombinating mess. Sounds like your neighbor to me, Thomas. Sure does, Tom G. Thanks for your report. I still feel like I could bombinate his vegetable garden, though. We'll see you next week for another new word. Take care. By the way, if you enjoyed Tom G's reporting on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified of new reports. As you know, we sometimes feature stories that are a little bit on the crazy side. After the commercial break, we have another one. A woman in Springfield, Massachusetts is accused of releasing a swarm of bees on a group of sheriff deputies who were trying to serve an eviction notice. It seems to me they can charge her with aggravated bombination. Stay tuned for all the details after the break.